Welcome to Exploring with D-Rob. Let's go. Good morning, welcome back. A little different scenery today. Decided to come down to Tennessee. Around home we ain't been getting no rain, but as you can see, it's raining on me right now. Knees still not 100%, so trying to keep it to something shorter as well. This hike round trip should only be around 3 miles. I'm gonna take my time. Hopefully the knee holds up. Headed out to Laurel Falls. Several Laurel Falls in Tennessee. This one's along the Appalachian Trail. And as some of y'all might be surprised, this is my first time on the AT. Let's go check out the falls. I don't hardly have enough hands where I'm holding the umbrella today. Headed down the trail here. As you look down to the right here, I came in from the Cove end, coming into Laurel Falls. This is the shortest route. Not sure if it's the easiest, but it's the shortest. I think most of my elevation is going to be when I get close to the falls. The trail out through here pretty much follows Laurel Fork until we start getting close to the falls. So far the trail's been pretty straight and easy to traverse. A little rain in the area yesterday evening and overnight, so I feel like the falls should look good today. Be my first time photographing it. About 3/4 of a mile in, coming down to the first creek crossing. Nice big bridge here. Look down on some nice cascades along Laurel Fork. Ain't a whole lot in bloom down here, but as you'll see right here, got some mountain laurel, looks like in full bloom. Been looking for some of my little orange buddies, but I found one of his cousins instead. And he obviously don't want his picture taken. A little salamander. I spoke too soon. Here's one of my little orange buddies now. After that first creek crossing there where the bridge was, the creek's to the left now. We start working our way away from the creek for a little bit. This will be where we cut across to the hill section. It'll take us down to the falls. So as soon as I get there, I'll get a good idea of what kind of elevation gain we'll have coming back out. Knee seems to be doing okay so far. A little look at the mountain fog this morning. Well, looks like we're here to where I start losing elevation now. Looks like we're going to start losing her pretty quick. It's probably a pretty good calf burner on the way back out. Good way to break a sweat, I'm sure. Only about halfway down the hill so far, but I can make out part of the falls through the trees. The last 1/4 mile to the falls is downhill. So whenever I head up out of here, it'll be a 1/4 mile back up the hill. Hopefully that won't be too awfully bad. Once you get to this point here, here's the stairs came down. Pretty much rock stairs like this all the way down the hill. Once you get to this point, the AT cuts back to the right, heads on out that way. I'll not be going any farther out that way though. Going to get the camera out and head over here and photograph Laurel Falls. Big 55-foot beauty. One of the best things about hiking here in the rain today, got the falls to myself right now. Here's the first composition I'm taking of the falls. Kind of plain Jane, shooting at the distance, 35mm. Something about like this right here. Came on over a little closer to the falls, similar comp. Opened it on up to 24mm. Looks similar to this. Looks like there's a little user trail cuts up through here to the left. Probably give you a little view looking down on the falls maybe. I don't think my knee's going to allow me to do that today. If you come here, you can probably check that out. Kind of trying to work this left side of the falls a little bit before I commit into the water over here. Looks like some nice little cascades over here to the right below the falls. Should make for an interesting foreground. Trying to hit all the comps on land before I commit over into the water. I think it's probably going to be my last one maybe. I'll work my way over into the creek. I put my hat to use and got a selfie in. Use my hat bill to keep the rain and mist off my lens. If any of those turned out any good, here they are. One last look at Laurel Falls from the Cove Trailhead where I parked at to the falls is right at 1.5 miles. Going out and back to the falls will be right at 3 miles. Now for the fun part. Heading back up this big hill. I've looked these up before to see what they are, but I can't remember the name right off. Once they bloom out, they kind of favor fairy one. I have to look the name of these up and see what they are. They're starting to bloom pretty good right now. Usually find them in patches like this as well. As I get back to the top of the hill here, one of my little buddies was waiting on me. Hey, bud. Anyway, made it back to the top of the hill. Not sure which was worse on my knee, going down or coming back up the hill, but it's not what I'd really call hurting, but feels a little weird. I guess the first time those muscles has had to climb like that since I hurt my knee. And as I'm talking, got another one of my friends over here. Hey, bud. We're gonna start back towards parking now. The umbrella on the way back up came in handy as a second trekking pole as it's quit raining. Mostly just water falling out of the trees now. Got a little break in the rain showers. Might be able to do a little more video on the way back out towards the truck since it's not raining. Here we go. Now that it's not actively raining, probably gonna see more of my little friends. Similar foggy conditions as earlier, just no rain now. Back to a little downhill here. This will take us back down to the bridge. Probably the first half mile to 3/4 of a mile of the hike in from the trailhead. You kind of walk through a rhododendron tunnel like we're coming through right now. Makes for a really nice hike. A little late in the season for a lot of wildflowers, but I saw several Jack in the pulpit out today. Looks like round trip from this hike from Dennis Cove Trailhead parking is right at 3 miles, and total elevation gain 527 feet. Almost back out to the trailhead now. As you can see, had to break the umbrella back out. Picked up raining on me again. You can see where the light is back there past the rhododendron. It's the parking area, trailhead. Hope you enjoyed this adventure out to Laurel Falls. My first time doing any part of the AT. Saw several people doing some through hikes. The person that I did talk to was doing about 9 more miles today, headed to the hostel. Feel like anybody out here hiking today is going to wind up pretty wet unless they have rain gear or an umbrella. But anyway, hope you enjoyed today's adventure. If you would, be sure to give me that thumbs up. If you enjoyed the content of my channel, please consider subscribing. Hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching.